Please subscribe and click the notification bell to be part of the Crystal Entertainment fam. Everyone loves a nice visit to the beach. Nothing can beat the feeling of sand in between your toes, the soothing sound of the tide, and the warmth of the sun. Although your casual beach day involves finding some seashells, seaweed, and sea life on the seashore, you definitely would not expect to find giant eyeballs, rubber ducks, and a shark head. As for these unfortunate people who stumbled across some bizarre things that washed up on shore, their beach day did not go as planned. Here's a list of the 10 strangest things washed up on beaches. Number 10. Sea glass creatures. Much like jellyfish, these blue glass-like sea creatures appear on shores across the US every 4 to 6 weeks. These organisms have a flat, transparent float and a triangular sail that allows the wind to guide them through the sea. However, when the wind picks up, they can find themselves all the way to shore. They are completely harmless and appear on beaches in the thousands, making it quite a spectacle. Although this regular occurrence may spark some concerns regarding their well-being, events like this will not harm the species in any which way. Number 9. Sea pickles. Gelatinous, translucent, bumpy-skinned, oblong sea creatures called pyrosomes have recently taken up residence in waters along the Pacific coastline of the US, congregating in the millions and washing up on beaches, and no one knows why. Sea pickles are found in colonies of hundreds of thousands of tiny multicellular animals called zooids. Each cylindrical colony feeds on phytoplankton by filtering several liters of water per hour. Most species of pyrosomes, including sea pickles, are considered tropical to subtropical creatures and are commonly found off the coast of Southern California. The so-called sea pickles are generally found in more tropical waters, and it's uncertain what triggered their unusual population explosion in 2017, representatives of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association said in a statement. Number 8. Civil War Era Cannonballs. Hurricane Dorian reveals Civil War era cannonballs on a South Carolina beach. A couple searching for shells, artifacts, and other treasures on Folly Beach found 2 Civil War era cannonballs unearthed by Hurricane Dorian. Aaron Latin and his girlfriend discovered the cannonballs near a pile of brush on the beach near Charleston, South Carolina. The couple found an 8-inch cannonball and a smaller 3-inch shell. They called authorities, who cordoned off the area until explosive ordnance disposal experts from the Charleston County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Air Force could secure the cannonballs and determine they were safe. Number 7. Conjoined Dolphins. Next up on the list of bizarre things found ashore are conjoined dolphins. A 2-headed dolphin washed up on a beach in Izmir, Turkey, and shocked the many tourists in attendance that day. The 2-headed dolphin, which was only 12 months old, measured nearly 1 meter in length and was washed up due to a terrible storm the night prior. Because conjoined twins usually die while in the womb, how often the condition occurs in dolphins and whales is unknown, explained biologists with the Marine Mammal and Turtle Division of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. Number 6. Massive ice balls. Hefty ice spheres as big as basketballs and weighing as much as 50 pounds clustered along the northeastern coast of Lake Michigan in 2013. The balls, experts say, form on beaches when weather conditions are just right. The temperatures are just below freezing along shallow beaches. Slush collects into round shapes and the waves sculpt ice chunks into orbs. Ice balls like these begin as bits of slush and ice crystals, shaped by the rolling motion of the waves close to shore. They're commonly glimpsed in the area during the winter months, but they rarely grow this large, according to Tom Ulrich, deputy superintendent for the park where the icy lumps were found. Number 5. Humpback Whale. It's not every day that you wake up to a 40-foot humpback whale lounging on your local beach. Humpbacks, familiar to whale watchers for their habits of breaching and slapping the water, are filter feeders that consume up to 3,000 pounds of krill, plankton, and tiny fish per day, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. In 2016, California beachgoers watched as a bulldozer attempted to return the dead whale to the ocean, where it could decompose in peace without disrupting the locals. Authorities did not know why or how the whale had died. The whale was about 46 feet long and at least 15 years old, meaning it had reached maturity. Skin and blubber samples were taken for DNA testing, along with fecal matter to be tested for biotoxins. 4. Giant eyeball. You can come across a lot of things while taking a stroll on the beach. However, a giant eyeball isn't expected to be one of them. This giant eyeball ended up being washed onto the shore of Pompano Beach and was estimated to be the size of a standard softball. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission were immediately contacted and retrieved the massive eyeball for a thorough examination. Many believe this eyeball is from a squid, giant fish, or whale. However, genetic testing is required in order to determine exactly what species it came from. Number 3. Human feet. During a leisurely afternoon stroll along a beach on Gabriola Island in British Columbia, Canada, a man happened upon a human foot lodged in a hiking boot. Oddly, it wasn't the first. Between 2008 and 2018, a total of 14 human feet in hiking boots and sneakers had washed up on various shorelines in British Columbia, including Botanical Beach and the Salish Sea. Despite the number of feet, the British Columbia Coroner Service continues to insist the cases are not related or an unfortunate result of foul play. Instead, police say the feet they've identified belong to people who either accidentally drowned or committed suicide. When asked why the feet kept appearing, authorities noted that shoes protect limbs from the elements, allowing them to decompose at a much slower rate than the rest of the body. Number 2. Whale vomit. Ambergris is a waxy, bile-like substance that builds up in the intestines of sperm whales, apparently to ease the passage of hard materials such as squid beaks through a whale's digestive tract. It's often characterized as whale vomit, and although that's fine as a family-friendly description, the stuff is more widely thought to come out of the whale's back end rather than its front end. Fresh ambergris smells like fresh whale poop, but after a long period of seasoning and hardening in the ocean, it takes on a more delicate odor. It's been variously compared to the aroma of tobacco, the scent of an old wooden church, the fragrance of seaweed, or the smell of rubbing alcohol without the pungency. Ambergris is often used to make perfume, and it's highly valuable. Experts estimate this particular rock is worth a whopping $65,000. Number 1. A mysterious sea monster skeleton. The discovery of a mysterious skeleton in Scotland has reignited debate over the Loch Ness Monster's existence. A photo was posted online hours after a wild storm battered the UK and sent the internet into frenzy. The user who shared the image wrote, "Came across this weird creature today near Aberdeen. Any ideas what it could be?" However, if anything is going to put a dampener on the excitement, it's geography. The remains were found in Aberdeen, which is 200 kilometers from Loch Ness, on the opposite side of Scotland. As such, it's most likely the remains of a whale or an orca. But that won't stop the Nessie believers. The Loch Ness Monster has long been Scottish legend, with dozens of supposed sightings each year. Please subscribe and click the notification bell to be part of the Crystal Entertainment fam.